Welcome to the DM show.
And that stands for Brandon and Maria, not baby mama.
Millennials are waiting for the market to crash. What are 3 ways the market can actually crash?
One thing that I could think of that could lead to a potential market crash could be, a lot of people end up underwater on their mortgage loans. They're unable to pay, forcing them into foreclosure. The reason why for, especially in the Bay Area, the market hasn't slowed down at all or crashed is because there's such low levels of inventory.
Wow.
But if for any reason there is an influx of inventory and there's a ton of inventory, then, buyers will have a lot more leverage and it could lead to a quote unquote crash.
Yeah, that's what a lot of millennials are kind of hoping for, but like Maria said, it's a supply versus demand thing, right? So we're still seeing tons of offers, tons of competition. And the problem is, I saw a stat, I think like 70% of the homes right now in California have a mortgage rate less than 3%. It's a very low chance of things going underwater. And if they do, someone else is gonna snap it right back up. Maybe if our buddy Kim Jong-un drops a nuclear bomb on us, everything might blow up and then we reset,
What would you do if you only had $100 and how would you use it to invest in whatever or make more money?
Oh, that's a good question. So if I was down to my last $100, I would go to the thrift store and I would buy the nicest businessy kind of outfit possible, and then I would drive to the office and apply and see if I could join 50 Hills as a realtor. And that's how I would use my $100. I would fill up my gas tank, I would get the best looking outfit I can, and then I would reach out to Brandon or Alex or Brian and try to become a part of the 50 Hills team.
So I would sit my butt down and I would save that $100 to make sure I could pay my phone bill, and I would get on the phone. I would call every single real estate agent I knew that was doing good. I would call anybody in my industry that wanted to do good and ask them, can I come intern for you? Can I come work for you? And then try to build up knowledge. So use it to buy a book, use it to make calls, use it to try to build a skill, because that's how you're gonna make more money. You can't do anything and invest with $100.
And also, just as far as say you're interested in real estate and you are in a situation where you only have $100, being an agent isn't the only answer. There's a lot of other things you can do that's related to real estate to make money. Brandon is an expert on that. It doesn't take a salesperson license to cold call.
Yeah.
It doesn't take having a license to door knock. All that kind of stuff. You can use your resources, pay your phone bill so you have Wi-Fi, go on YouTube and you can learn all this stuff.
University of YouTube, that's right.
And who actually has a ton of great resources is Brian Tran.
Yeah.
Ton of great stuff.
Plug for him, follow at Mr. Brian Tran.
You gotta follow him. He has a ton of great tips and he can teach you, how to get your foot in the door, because being a realtor is actually very expensive. There's a lot of dues that you have to pay. And so sometimes that's just simply not possible for some people.
So will real estate agents be around much longer?
How would you take it?
All right, so this is actually a question that I get a lot with, AI becoming so much more accessible to everyone and very popular. A lot of people are, asking this question, are real estate agents gonna be around in the future? And I like to compare it to travel agents. And some of you guys might be too young to even know what a travel agent is. Back in the day, people used to use travel agents to book their flights and their itinerary, when they're taking vacations. And they basically got taken over by websites because you can it's accessible to do that online now. There's a big difference between booking a vacation and purchasing a home. There's a level of emotion involved with purchasing a home that's just unlike a lot of other transactions. For a lot of these people, they're choosing their forever home, and AI simply cannot detect emotion from a person. If you're on a website using AI, they're not going to be able to read your expression. They're not going to be able to get to know you on a personal level and figure out exactly what it is that you're looking for a home.
Yeah, I think it's going to simplify a lot of things for a real estate agent. It might cut out some parts, but in the end, real estate is usually the biggest transaction that someone makes, right? So, and we know from our buyers, out here, high income, they want high service. right? They're working hard. They don't want to go through hundreds of pages of disclosures. They don't want to negotiate. They want their hand held, and they want someone to make them feel good.
Right,
And
exactly.
probably that's like the biggest part of the transaction is making them feel good.
Right.
So they're ready to close.
Yeah.
On $2 million, $3 million, $4 million homes, you know? So.
Yeah. And I definitely think there's just so much work that goes on behind the scenes that us as agents do to make the transaction seem seamless.
Yeah.
You know, we really do a lot to orchestrate the transaction from start to finish for our clients.
Exactly.
To the point where it seems like it's so easy. Like, I think everyone thinks real estate's such an easy job because agents work so hard to make it feel like it's easy.
We don't just make TikToks all day, right? We actually have to work.
And there's also a level of attention to detail. You know, you become close with your clients, you get to know them on a personal level, and that's how you're truly able to help them make, you know, a decision that they're happy with, you know, for 30 plus years.
Yeah.
I don't think that like simply typing in, you know, your wants and needs into a website or a search engine is going to give you the same result.
Exactly.
All right, guys, so that's going to wrap up episode 1 of the BM show. Please give us both a follow, you know, give us some likes, subscribe, and share this video if it was helpful for you. Drop some suggestions in the comments below.
All right.